Scotty was like 35.
Yeah, factor 100 that man needs.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Tension. We've made it to the 4th episode of the 3rd series, and just a quick note before we start, due to some unforeseen circumstances, the format of this episode is ever so slightly different. It will certainly make a lot more sense when the episode starts. So without further ado, let's see who's playing today. So, on today's episode, we have Sophie, Hannah, and Amy representing the ladies in the sport episode, 4th episode of the 3rd series of Tension. How are we?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent,
Excited.
excellent. I'm loving the energy. Right, so I know that I've explained the rules to you, but for anyone at the home that doesn't know how to play, here are the rules.
Tension is a high-risk, high-reward quiz consisting of 10 top 10 questions, with the aim of scoring more points than your opponents. The scoring is simple. For each question, there are 10 possible correct answers, and the further down the list you guess, the more points you score. Your score relates to the position of your answer on the list. The top answer or most obvious answer is worth 1 point, the 4th is worth 4, and so on, all the way down to the maximum 10 points. But beware, if you go any lower, you risk hitting the tension answers. Each question will have a certain number of tension answers that I will say at the start of the question. If a contestant is unlucky enough to give a tension answer, that will score them -5 points. If they give an answer lower than the tension answers, or simply an answer that is incorrect for that question, they will score -3. I'll give you an example question. If I was to ask, what are the first 10 letters of the alphabet? There are 2 tension answers. If a contestant said A, they would get 1 point for being the first letter of the alphabet. If another said F, they would get 6 points. However, if a contestant said K, this would be a tension answer, as it's the 11th letter of the alphabet and the first of the 2 tension answers, 11th and 12th on the list. J, of course, is the 10th letter of the alphabet, and that would have scored them the maximum 10 points. So the question is, depending on the question, how far down do you go? Obviously, questions won't be that easy. Look out for the double point questions where all scoring is doubled, meaning a 20-point score could be gained or -10 could be lost. Oh, and one more rule. You can't have the same answer as another player, so you best have a couple spare once they get read out. There is, of course, no cheating. Questions will move around in order to ensure everyone has a fair shot of going first. So expect big swings in scoring and a whole lot of tension. Let's play.
As there are 3 of you today, the way that we're going to do this is I've already picked the double pointers across the 10 questions that we have. We'll do 3 rounds of 3, and then the 10th question will be based on whoever is in last will go first, whoever's in second will go second, and whoever's winning will go last. Now, you're going to go in order as you appear on my screen, which means Sophie, you're going to be first. Hannah, you're going to be second, and Amy, you're going to be third. So, to kick us off, Sophie, can you give me a number between 1 and 10, please?
Okay, I think I'm going to go with lucky number 7.
I knew you were going to pick 7. That's really weird.
Number 7.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to know, excluding these countries, so you can take these countries off the list, the United States, China, and the United Kingdom. I would like to know, excluding those 3, the top 10 medal-winning countries in the 2024 Paris Olympics won exclusively by females. There are 4 tension answers. Don't worry, you've got a little bit of time to think. You don't have to jump in and rush. It will be Sophie to go first, but you've got a little bit of time yet, so don't worry.
My brain just stopped working.
Flashbacks.
I can't even think of countries.
China.
It's a strong start.
My brain's like UK.
When you can't play.
In the UK, yes, can't use that. Oh no.
Paris Olympics. That doesn't feel that long ago, but that was last summer, wasn't it?
2024. It
That's
was 2024,
crazy. Oh my goodness! With their, they had a wild procession down the river, didn't they?
Yeah.
How is your memory that good? I literally can't remember what I watched this weekend.
It's all right, Sophie. You've got 10 to 15 more seconds. I'm not timing you, by the way. You've got there's no hard cut off here. Don't worry. You've got, you can take as long as you want to kick us off. Don't worry.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Done.
Yeah.
On for now.
Now I feel like she's under pressure.
I
Now I
know
feel
what
like
you
she's
mean, like-
really now thinking like,
writing.
Have you listed all 10 countries?
I've listed a few, as many countries as I can think of. But obviously, you have to try and work out what's not the main one. So I'm trying not to be too obvious, but then I also don't want to really mess up and pick one that has like not a single female athlete. So
okay, if you're ready to go, Sophie, you can jump straight in.
okay, I'm going to go with Germany.
Ooh.
Tried to give it out
Germany.
there.
Okay, perfect. That means that we now move round to Hannah.
I'm going to go with South Korea.
Oh, very good.
Okay, and finally over to you, Amy. Feel free to explain any of the multiple answers you've probably got
I
written
had
down
a
there.
few
I think.
options. My final answer, Ian, is Australia,
That was my other one.
and I did have France and Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Interesting.
think Australia might have done well on the swimming, but they always do well on swimming, but so do USA. So diving, maybe?
So minus the US, China, and the UK,
Yeah.
the next best nation in the medal table for winning female medals is Australia for 1 point. So that is 1 point. She's off the mark. Well done, Amy. It's better to be right than wrong.
Yeah,
so
I
don't
guess
get me
I should have
wrong.
gone
You
with
know,
one of my more.
started with a positive at least.
I thought the girls
so
might have picked
Up
France
on
or
the board.
Canada. Yeah.
You're on the board. That's all. That's a positive thing for sure. Second on the list would be the Netherlands, which nobody said.
Okay, yeah.
Third on the list is Italy, which nobody said. Fourth on the list is South Korea. So Hannah, well done. You get 4 points there. Fifth on the list for 5 points, Japan. Would have got you 5
Nice,
points.
yeah.
That was on my
Sixth on the list,
The diving.
New Zealand, which nobody
yeah.
said. Seventh on the list, Canada would have been 7 points.
Oh, I could have got 7.
I think I've been too aggressive on this first
Dang
question, haven't I?
Eighth on the list,
Pick Sophie again.
Germany.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to go out there, but I think I've gone 2 out
You've
there.
got 2 left. You've got 2 left.
That could be good.
got 3 left. Eighth on the list is France. That would have been 8 points, Amy, if you'd have said it.
Whoa.
Ninth
use
on
my
the
brain.
list for 9 points is Germany.
Yay!
Well done, Sophie. Starting off with a 9-pointer. The only answer better than Germany was Brazil. That would have got you 10 points. The 4 tensions, had you have hit them for -5, would have been Kenya, Hungary, Ukraine, and Norway. So those would have scored you -5 had you have hit them. Luckily, all 3 of you have hit scoring answers, so you're off to a positive start. Which means we move round to Hannah for a question number that isn't question 7.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go for number 3.
Question number 3 is a
Good one.
golf question.
Oh.
This is it. This is where the excitement really kicks in. Okay, as you probably all know, Rory McIlroy finally won the Masters in 2025 to complete the Grand Slam. Working backwards, can you tell me before Rory the last 10 unique winners of the Masters? If a player has won the Masters more than once, we will only take their most recent win. There are, for this question, 3 tension answers.
You know when they do the ceremony when they give each other the jacket? I'm trying to
Yeah, I remember.
that I just
Awkward.
My memory only goes back a year.
can't see any of their faces. I just see the jacket.
I just keep thinking of all the disasters people had coming in.
Me too.
I'm trying to think, did they make it with that par in the par 3 when they all hit it in the water? I think I've got mine.
Well, Hannah, you're free to jump in with your answer whenever you like.
I need a bit more time. I've literally got
Oh, this is like when you've got to order on the menu and you've not decided.
I'll have one of everything.
I'm going to say Sergio Garcia.
Sergio Garcia. That's over to you now, Amy.
This is really, really bad because I don't know anybody else but this person because my poor little golf memory only goes this far. I could guess, but I'm going Scotty.
Shit.
Well, it sounds like Sophie,
So
you
if
might
I
have.
think you've got a whole bank in there.
I should do, but my brain is just switched off. My dad's going to kill me for this. I've literally got nothing. All
I'll
I
make
can
sure
think
I-
is Tiger Woods.
I'll make sure to tag him in the video to make sure that he watches this particular question by the sounds of
No,
it.
he will literally kill me. Yeah, literally all I can think is Tiger Woods, but that must have been... Hold on, what year are we in? 2025? No, Tiger must have been in the last 10 years.
Is your answer Tiger Woods, or would you like
Yeah.
to give a different answer? Yeah?
Tiger Woods.
Right then. Well, working backwards, obviously 2025 was Rory McIlroy, so for 1 point, 2024 was Scotty Scheffler, Amy. So you've kicked off the quiz with 2 1-pointers, so that's fine. You know, you're in the positive, that's good.
That's fine.
2 right
That's fine.
answers.
The year before, does anyone remember who won it before Scotty? No, it was John Rahm. Okay, John Rahm won it the year before.
Yeah.
Now, we then have to skip a year because I believe Scotty Scheffler won it the year before John Rahm, because obviously he's already appeared on the list. So we jump to the next person on the list who is third, who's Hideki Matsuyama. Year before that was Dustin Johnson. That would get you 4 points. Because fifth on the list in 2019 was Tiger Woods, Sophie. So you get yourself 5 points. Well done.
2019? I thought that was so much longer ago than that.
I should have done Tiger, shouldn't I? Would have got more points.
Absolutely. The year before that, 2018, was Patrick Reed. He would have got you 6 points. Seventh on the list, 2017, was Sergio Garcia. So well done, Hannah, for 7 points. So your only 3 better answers would have been, in order, 8 points would have been Danny Willett, if you said him.
Oh,
Ninth would have been Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, obviously I remember.
And maximum 10 points, 2-time winner, Bubba Watson would have got you 10 points. Had you have said his name. The 3 tensions, had you have said them, was Adam Scott, Charles Schwartzel, and Phil Mickelson. So well done again, all 3 in the positive.
Could have done a lot worse there.
God, I didn't realise
Exactly.
Mickelson won that long ago.
Yeah, 2010 was his year.
Was it?
Yeah, because I think Watson won it in 2012, so it skipped Watson again and went to Schwartzel and then Mickelson as the... Right then, so we move round to Amy for a question number that isn't 3 or 7, please.
Okay, gonna... Number 2, please.
Question number 2.
Dos.
Okay, this is a question about women's rugby.
Come on.
Removing the 2 finalists from this weekend's Women's Rugby World Cup, who were England and Canada, can you tell me the next 10 highest ranked nations in women's rugby? Now, to be on this list, they must have taken part in this year's Rugby World Cup. So any team that was in this year's Rugby World Cup will be on this list. Obviously, England and Canada are off the list. They were 1 and 2 on the list in rankings anyway. And that means there are 4 tension answers because there were 16 teams in the Rugby World Cup.
So how they performed?
No, this is their world ranking going into the Rugby World Cup. England and Canada were 1 and 2 anyway, so it's the next 10 that were in the World Cup.
I think the hard thing is you always come up with your answer you have, but then you've got to come up with a backup one as well.
Yeah.
Well, you're playing the game wonderfully so far at the moment. You all have scored positive scores, so you know,
So it can
regardless
only
of
go...
the number of points, it's still all positive, and that's quite rare so far in this quiz. So that's a good thing, trust me. I mean, Amy, you are free to give your answer whenever you like.
I'm just a bit concerned about it, but I'm going USA.
The United States. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we move round to Sophie.
Ooh.
I'm going to go Wales.
That's a good answer.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot about women's rugby, so...
Moves round to you, Hannah. Please feel free to explain any answers you may have written down.
So I'm going to go for Ireland. I think it's because I know about 5 teams that sort of consistently do quite well, and I feel that they are one of them.
Okay, I mean, that's a fairly good explanation. So, outside of England and Canada, the next highest ranked team in the Women's Rugby World Cup was New Zealand. That would be your 1 point answer.
There's my second option.
I felt like that was a bit like too safe.
Second on the list for 2 points would have been France, which nobody said. Third on the list for 3 points is Ireland, Hannah. So you get 3 points for that. Well done. Fourth on the list for 4 points, nobody said it. Australia would have got you 4 points.
Had them on the list.
Fifth on the list for 5 points was Italy. Sixth on the list for 6 points is Scotland. Seventh on the list for 7 points is Wales, Sophie. So well done, Sophie. You get 7 points for Wales.
Oh no.
Eighth on the list for 8 points is the United States, Amy.
Thank
so well done. You
goodness.
get 8 points for that. Your only two better answers on the list would have been Japan.
Oh, I've got them. I've written them down.
South Africa would have been your 10-point answer.
Yes.
Your 4 tensions, so the 4 lowest ranked nations were Spain, Fiji, Samoa, and Brazil. So well done. Again, all positive.
Flying, gals.
Amy, do you follow rugby with knowing that?
Yeah, quite a rugby fan.
Okay, I was going to say.
Well, I can tell you now that after one round of the 3-person tension episode, we currently have in the bronze medal position. Amy, you're currently on 10 points. Hannah, you're currently on 14. And Sophie, you're currently on 21. So we're only 3 questions in.
Don't worry, guys. There's so much time for that to go down.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
It's just gonna...
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to clutch defeat from the jaws of victory. It can happen, and it normally does happen. Right, so we reset, which means we move back round to Sophie. Can I have a question number, please?
I'm going to go number 1.
Question number 1 is the first double point question of the evening, which means everything is doubled here. So any scoring is doubled. Your tension answer is doubled to -10. And any incorrect is -6. And this is a golf question. I would like to know from this year's 2025 Ryder Cup, the 10 youngest players to be taking part in this year's Ryder Cup. So the youngest will be the first answer on the list. You're looking for the 10th youngest.
Okay.
There are 3 tension answers here.
Hold on, I might need a few more seconds. I'm like, my brain.
It's fine. There's no rush here. We're flying through
Actually,
the
there is a
questions at
rush
the moment.
because, yeah, Sophie's in first, so yeah, we've got,
You get 3 seconds.
Every time you ask a question, my brain just goes to mush. I clearly don't do
doesn't
very
seem
well.
like it actually because you're in first.
I think I've just had luck. Shall I go?
You can, yeah, that's fine. There's no rush, but
You
if
guys
you're
ready or
ready
do you
to
want
jump in.
more time?
Fine if you don't say my answer.
I just don't know how old they all are.
No,
They all
it's hard, isn't
ages
it?
with their hats on and hats off, don't they?
So true, and because they don't protect themselves against the sun, that skin is looking a little bit weathered.
Right. I am going to go with the main man, Rory McIlroy.
Phew, right, okay, so. Is it me next?
It is
Yeah, I think
you
so.
next, Hannah, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with Victor Hovland.
And finally, Amy, feel free
I'm really
to
nervous.
explain any answers you've got written
I've got
down there.
lots of answers down, but I'd have no clue how old they are. So I think Cam, is it Cam Young? Is one of the younger ones, but I'm not sure how young. That's kind of what I'm measuring age on. But I'm gonna go Højgaard.
Okay.
I think that could be the one.
I can tell you now that the youngest player who would score you 1 point is 24 years old. Anyone know who that might be?
It's Oberg.
Yeah, but
It's Rasmus Højgaard for 1 point, Amy.
okay.
He is the youngest player of everyone
He
playing
has
at the
got a
Ryder
baby
Cup
face.
this year. Aberg is he's next on the list. So he's 25 years old. He'd score you 2 points. Then there's a little of a jump to 28. And the youngest of the 28-year-olds is Victor Hovland, Hannah, for 3 points. In and amongst the other 28ers in order, 4th place for 4 points is Cameron Young. Amy, you would have got 4
I should have
points
gone
had you have
Cam
said him.
Young. Whoops. I thought he looked younger than anyone else. Oh well.
5 points, Colin Morikawa. He's 28 as well. 6th on the
that.
list, also 28, is Ben Griffin. Ben Griffin would have got you 6 points for the American team.
Oh, I really
I don't
messed
even
up.
know who that
He's
one
an
is.
old boy, isn't he?
You've then got 3 29-year-olds, the youngest for 7 points being Scotty Scheffler. He would have got you 7 points as a 29-year-old.
Yeah, because he's one of the ones that needs sun cream.
He's 29?
Yeah.
I thought Scotty was like 35.
Yeah, factor 100 that man needs.
So 8th on the list would be Sam Burns. He would have been 8 points. 9th on the list, a European, Robert McIntyre. And for 10 points, I can tell you that the 10-point answer is a European. At 30 years old is John Rahm. He would have got you 10 points. Your 3 tension answers are Matt Fitzpatrick, Xander Schauffele, and Bryson DeChambeau, who's 32. Rory is definitely older than 32, therefore is an incorrect answer. So that's -3 for you, Sophie.
could have been
Amy and
worse.
Hannah score
Go
positive.
downhill.
Oh, wait, but this is a
I just
double.
went too aggressive.
But it
I
is a
wrote
double,
down
yes.
the young ones and crossed them all off.
You're absolutely right. It is a double pointer. So I completely forgot that, Amy. So thank you for reminding me. So essentially, Rasmus Højgaard gets 2 points for being the number 1 answer. Aberg would have been 4. Hovland is 6 points because it's the 3rd place. Young, Morikawa, Griffin, Scheffler, Burns, McIntyre, Rahm. Rahm would have been your 20-point answer. And your 3 tensions that would have been -10 were Fitzpatrick, Schauffele, and DeChambeau. So Rory, being an incorrect answer, is actually -6. So unfortunately, Sophie, that's a bit of a chunk there. But, you know, it's still early days. You know, you were in the
Now I
lead.
know
You
why
made
they
well.
started that chant, F you Rory. He's done me dirty.
Just simply because of his age. I get it.
Yeah, I can't
get
believe it.
Well, we do move around to Hannah. So, Hannah, can I have a question number, please?
Number 5, please.
Question number 5. Okay, this is about women's football. Okay, so this year, there are 12 teams taking part in the WSL this year. I would like to know the 10 teams with the largest capacity main stadiums in the WSL. Now, there is a side note to this. Now, some of the teams share their stadiums with their male counterparts. So we're looking for specifically the main stadium that is against this team on their website, basically. And because there's 12 teams, there are 2 tension answers. I'm just looking for the team. You don't need to give me the stadium name, just the team will be fine.
And the biggest stadium being number 1.
Correct. The biggest will be number 1, lowest will be number 12.
Can I put my answer out there?
You absolutely can, Hannah.
I'm going to go for Man United.
Manchester United.
My team as well.
Round to you, Amy.
Oh, golly gosh. Not a big football fan, but I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to go with Arsenal.
That was mine.
Oh, she's fuming.
I was going to say Arsenal. I was going to go Tottenham, but I know they've got a huge stadium because I've been there. I'm going to go Liverpool.
So, working from the top, I can tell you now that of the 12 teams that are playing in the WSL, 4 of them share or play primarily in a men's stadium or a men's, one of the larger stadiums, shall we say. Top of that list with the biggest attendance is Arsenal, Amy. So you get yourself 1 point.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately that is their main stadium.
Still a point, though.
It's still a point. It's still positive. It's all good.
Points mean prizes.
Second on the list for 2 points would be Aston Villa. That gets you 2 points. They also play at Villa Park, or their main stadium is Villa Park. Third on the list, they actually play at the old men's stadium, which is Everton. They currently play at Goodison Park, which obviously is now Everton's old ground on the male side. Fourth on the list is Leicester. They would get you 4 points. They play at the King Power Stadium as well as the men's. Now we move into the specialist stadiums, the ones that are not primarily sharing with the males. And fifth on the list, with a capacity of 18,000, is the stadium for Liverpool, Sophie. So you get yourself 5 points. Well done. Sixth on the list, 12,000 people is the capacity of the Manchester United Stadium, Hannah. So well done. You get 6 points as well.
Yeah.
So your 4 better answers would have been in 7th, Tottenham. In 8th, Manchester City. In 9th, Brighton and Hove Albion. And in 10th would have been, for your maximum points, would have been West Ham United. Your 2 tensions would have been the London City Lionesses, who I think were the old Millwall team. And in 12th, Chelsea. Chelsea would have been a tension answer had you have said it. They have the smallest stadium of all the teams in the WSL. Once again, everyone is positive. This is good, you know. It's all good if you're positive, so can't go wrong.
I can't
which
seem
means,
to work out.
I mean, you've hit pretty much every 1 pointer so far, Amy. But
Yeah.
you're in the positive, so I mean, you know, you work.
I just
you
can't get
there.
away from the top answer.
And then A-star
I've got
student.
the game wrong way around, don't I?
Please, miss, I'm going to get this. I promise. It'll be the
Yeah.
one.
She's over here.
We move round to Amy
Right,
to
come
end
on.
round 2.
I'm going to go for number 8, please.
Question number 8 is the second double point question of the quiz.
Ooh.
And this is about general knowledge in sport. Okay. So, Kelly Hodgkinson won Sports Personality of the Year last year in 2024. I would like to know the last 10 unique women to finish in the top 3 of Sports Personality of the Year before her. Now, if 2 women place in the top 3 of the same year, then the person who ranks higher in that year will appear higher on the list. And also it's another unique question. So if a woman appears on this list more than once, we'll take their most recent appearance as their only appearance on the list. And if they appear again, we skip them and go to the next female. And for this question, you have 5 tension answers here. Shall I just put your name in number 1, Amy?
Yeah, put me down for one. Put me down for
Just
one.
put you down
yeah.
for 1 point, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, it's just picking who is the number 1. Or
I need to think of a name before I can even figure out the list.
I don't know whether to go my rogue answer, but I don't know how far back this person would be as well.
That is how the quiz is played, Amy.
Stop it, Ian. Not being cheeky.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to go for, I believe you say her name's Sam Quek.
Okay.
Whether that's even right or not, I have no idea.
No, that's absolutely fine. Now, bearing in mind, this is a double pointer, just reminding everyone that it is a double pointer.
Right, put me down for 2 then.
Moving round to you, Sophie.
I found this question the hardest so far. Oh, I really don't want to really embarrass myself. Literally, the only name I can think of is Rebecca Adlington, and you're probably all going to laugh.
She's an athlete?
Good start.
Hannah, please feel free to explain.
I am going to go with Emma Raducanu.
I was going to do that.
My tennis skills. There we go.
I'll tell you now that obviously Kelly Hodgkinson won it in 2024, which means we go back to 2023, where the winner in 2023 was Mary Earps, I believe the goalkeeper for the women's football team. Third that year was Katrina Johnson-Thompson.
No!
She would have got you 4 points as she'd be second on the list, and it's a double pointer. The year before, the winner was Beth Mead. She would have got you 6 points. Third that year was Eve Muirhead. That would be 8 points. She was the curling, I think, female curler. Then we go back to 2021, where the winner for 10 points was Emma Raducanu. So well done, Hannah, for 10 points. We then go back the year before, so 2020, third place that year was Holly Doyle, the jockey. She won the Grand National that year, I think. Going back to 2019 now, for third place, we had Dina Asher-Smith, I believe, in athletics. That would have been 14 points. 8th on the list for 16 points. I'm amazed nobody said this. Jessica Ennis-Hill would have got you...
She's on my list. She's on my list.
Got you 16 points. 9th on the list, 2014. Third place was Jo Pavey. I think she's a middle distance runner, maybe long distance runner. For 20 points, we go back to 2008, and the third place, Rebecca Adlington, for 20 points. Out of nowhere, Sophie has plucked a 20-point answer from absolutely nowhere.
And the logic was she's an athlete, isn't she?
That's unbelievable that you've done that. And the way you said it, that's madness. Well, I can tell you there were 5 tensions that would score you minus 10. They are, in order, Zara Phillips,
Oh gosh, I'm glad I
Beth
didn't do that.
Tweddle, Ellen MacArthur, Kelly Holmes, and Paula Radcliffe. Sam Queck, I think is how it's pronounced. She's never been in the top 3 for Sports
That's a
Person
shame
of
for
the
her.
Year. So that's minus 6,
It's a real
unfortunately,
shame.
Amy.
She seems like a lovely gal.
She seems like she deserves to have been in the top 3 at some point.
Right?
Yeah,
Maybe
I did have
absolutely, I
Katharina
agree.
Johnson-Thompson as my top 1, and then Jessica Ennis.
I can tell you that obviously we have now done 2 rounds, so I can give a score update as to how we're getting on. So currently, in the bronze medal position currently is Amy with 7. Hannah, you're on 36.
Nice.
And Sophie, you're on 40.
Oh my gosh, I'm trailing.
We'll very quickly move into round 3, where we obviously now reset and it goes back to Sophie for a question number. Do you have the remaining questions written down of what you've got left to pick from?
I'm going to go with number 4, please.
Question number 4 is about Formula 1. So I would like to know the top 10 point scorers of all time in Formula 1, but only using the drivers on the grid this year. So only drivers on the grid this year will count on this list.
Okay.
And the list is done by the total number of points they've won. This is obviously correct as of the 29th of September. And for this question, you have 3 tension answers. This is why I'm hoping you may be fans of Formula 1 / have watched Drive to Survive.
I think that's why everyone's a fan of Formula 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is hard.
I think I'm going to go for quite a basic answer on this one.
Am I hovering over the number 1 spot for Amy, or is that going to get taken by Sophie?
Shall I just say it and then it's out the way?
Sophie, you're welcome to go whenever you're ready.
I'm going to go with Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
You've got such a good poker face, by the way. Every time we say an answer, I'm trying to read.
I'm doing my absolute best to keep it as. This is why the camera doesn't sit square on. I'm kind of like I can hide the smirks and stuff to the left-hand side of my face, and nobody can know. I never said that. I never said that at all. Hannah, it's over to you.
Okay, I'm going to go with Alonso. And now really looking at your face to see.
Okay, Amy.
He's now deliberately trying not to give anything away.
You're welcome to explain any answers you've got written down now.
Top spot we know would be Verstappen, and then I think it would be Norris is going to be up there, and my answer's between Piastri and Sainz, so I think I'm going to go Sainz.
Oh.
Well, I can tell you, top of the list by quite a distance is Lewis Hamilton, Sophie. He has won 5,000 odd points in Formula 1 history. Obviously, he's been around for a long, long time in the game. But you are right, Amy. Second on the list would be Max Verstappen. He's a couple of thousand behind him. Just behind Max Verstappen is Fernando Alonso, Hannah. So you get yourself 3 points.
Done.
Veteran.
Fourth on the list is Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
Fifth on the list is Carlos Sainz, Amy. So well done, you get 5 points.
I didn't pick the top answer. Well done, Ames.
I can tell you that 1.5 points behind Carlos Sainz is Lando Norris. He would have got you 6 points. George Russell would get you 7 points. Oscar Piastri would have got you 8 points. Ninth for 9 points is Nico Hulkenberg. And your 10-point answer, not sure where that came from.
Have you not seen that meme?
Can you do it again, please?
Daniel Ricciardo goes, Hulkenberg.
That reminded me very similar of Matt Damon in Team America, if anyone's seen that. Perhaps I'm too old to remember that, I don't know.
I'll show you
One more time, Amy.
Hulkenberg.
Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done. But I can say your 10-point answer, had you have said it, would have been Esteban Ocon. He would have got you 10 points. Your 3 tension answers for this question would have been Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, and Alex Albon. So again, everyone positive. So everyone scores, which is good.
I'm trying to hunt Sophie down.
I only got 1 point on that round, so you're okay.
Well, Hannah, it is over to you. Can I have a question number, please? Do you have the remaining questions left?
Okay, we'll go for 6, please.
Question number 6 is a question about women's football again.
Yeah.
I would like to know the 10 highest ranked countries in women's football. This is as of today, the 29th of September 2025. Now, I will tell you that the rankings were last updated on the 7th of August, and there are 3 tension answers here.
Are we excluding anyone?
Nope.
Okay.
Everyone is included, and there's 3 tensions here. Loving the energy, ladies.
We're stressed.
I can tell, clearly.
This is a silent stress.
Who thought there would be this much stress on a Monday night? It's some little online quiz. Suddenly everyone's wanting to win out of nowhere.
Don't want to give the country away with what I'm thinking.
I have to have the pokerist of poker faces, I think, for this.
Yeah, you don't give anything away, to be fair.
That has been said before, to be fair. Even when I know it's a tension answer or it's an incorrect answer, I'm sitting there going, oh, I really want to.
I'd react so much to everything.
Oh, okay then.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had some incredibly silly answers. You kind of go, really? You want to say that answer? What I will say is that has not happened once during this episode, so you guys are fine.
Hey!
Your answers have been all very much...
It's sensible, Sally.
There's still time, as you say. There's still time. Well, Hannah, you can jump in with your answer.
I'm going to throw it out there because it is a guess, but I feel like I've just got to go for it now. I'm going to say Brazil.
Over to you, Amy.
I'm going to say Spain.
Was that your answer, Sophie?
It was, yeah.
Same reaction here.
Well, it is over to you, Sophie, so feel free to explain any of the other answers you've got written down.
I actually had Brazil and Spain on there. I think my other ones are just a bit basic, but equally, I don't want to go for something too out there and get a negative. I'm going to go USA.
That was my other one.
I think it's going to be like a 1 or 2 pointer.
You say that's like the fastest growing female sport. Apparently, I don't know how true it is, but I think it's more popular than the men playing football.
Is it?
Yeah, I think from a college perspective, there's a female program for college sports in soccer, but I don't know if there is for. I think there's only just starting to be a college program in America for male soccer. Not sure it's quite up there with soccer, but yeah, female soccer is very, very strong in America. So much so that I'll tell you that top of the list is Spain.
Yes.
Oh, no, not again.
Spain is the 1 point answer, Amy. Yeah.
You magnetised to that 1 point.
Love a 1
too
point
good
now.
at this game.
Some would question whether or not that's technically true, being that good at the game, because you don't want to be the top answer. But no, you're correct at the game, I think is probably the way to look at it. But I can tell you that second on the list is the United States, Sophie. So yeah, 1 and 2, Spain and the United States. 3 for 3 points would be Sweden. Mm-hmm. 4th is England, because the rankings were done previous to them winning the weekends.
Okay.
So I would assume that when it gets updated, which I think is next month, they'll probably be higher at that point.
Yeah.
5th on the list is Germany. 6 points for 6th on the list is France. 7th on the list is Brazil, Hannah. So you get 7 points. Well done.
Nice.
Your 3 better answers would have been Japan, Canada, and North Korea would have been your 10-point answer.
Really?
The 3 tensions were Netherlands, Italy, and Norway. So well done for not falling into that trap. I thought someone might say Italy or the Netherlands. But we have 2 questions left, so we move around to Amy. Your choice of the last question, the last question of round 3.
Goodness, let's have number. We haven't done number 10, have we?
We have not. We have 9 and 10 left, and you'd like number 10?
Yes, please.
Okay, this is a golf question. In the list of the top 200 players in women's golf, the 10 most represented countries by the players in the top 200 in women's golf. Now, if the number of representatives are the same as another country, then the country with the highest ranked player will appear higher on the list. And for this question, there are 3 Tens10n answers, and it is correct as of this morning. There's a smirk coming from Hannah's face.
Face.
It's really hard to think and talk at the same time.
To multitask.
I should be outranked 3-1 on the multitasking skill set here.
It is hard because you think of a player and you think what country they're from, but then you're sort of thinking, oh, there's another one, and you think, well, that won't be the answer then. So then you go into the next country and then it's the same, and then you've got to remember how many you've counted from one to the other. Or maybe that's just my brain overthinking things.
No, I feel the same.
I don't know what it is this evening. My brain just doesn't want to think.
And it's a Monday.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem. I think I killed all my brain cells over the weekend with the Ryder Cup.
It's too stressful. Everything's
literally. My brain's now. Do I answer second or third on this go?
You are second on this go, behind Amy.
I don't want to give my answers anymore because they're so bad.
Don't make me do it.
You're rarely wrong, Amy. So you've been right most of the time.
This is just life. I am right in life, so it is a reoccurring theme, but it's not the aim of the game, is it?
I'm not commenting at all, Amy. How you want to play the game is completely up to you.
Oh, I don't know enough about golf. Okay, right, here we go, Japan.
No, that was mine.
Okay, and we move around to you, Sophie.
I'm going to go safe again. I'm going to go USA.
Okay, and I've obviously had 10 seconds now to think because I had one answer, and I'm going to say Thailand.
Well, I can tell you now, top of the list with 55 of the top 200 players coming from South Korea.
Wow.
That was on my list.
That was on my list.
That is the 1 point answer. There's then a little bit of a drop down to 43 players in Japan, Amy. So you get yourself 2 points. So you've done a little bit better than normal. You managed to get yourself 2 points, so well done.
Second answer.
There's then a bit of a jump down to the next country with 26 players, and that is the United States, Sophie. So you get 3 points, well done. Then there's another jump down to 11 players in Thailand, Hannah. So you get 4 points, so well done.
Done.
Yeah.
So in order, your next best countries would have been, with 9 players for 5 points, was Australia. With 8 points, with 8 players for 6 points would have been China. 7th on the list with 7 players was England, which nobody said.
We totally forgot about England.
Yeah.
That was on my list.
Very well played. 8th on the list with 6 players is Sweden. That would have got you 8 points. And then 9th and 10th both have 4 players in the top 200. The country with the highest ranked player at 22nd on the list is France. That would get you 9 points. Germany would have been your 10-point answer. And your 3 Tens10ns, they all have 3 players in the top 200, are Spain, Taiwan, and South Africa. Which means, going into the last round, we currently have a score update. So in the bronze medal position, we currently have with 15 points, Amy. In
Correct answer.
the silver medal position, with 46 points is Sophie.
Wow.
And currently leading with 50 is Hannah. So it all comes down to the last question. Now that means that for this question, Amy, you will go first, Sophie, you will go second, Hannah, you will go third. So to be fair, Amy, you may even take an answer away from someone here. You may even have a bigger impact on this last question than you think. And the last question of the quiz is about golf again.
Oh no.
So as you have a pen and paper there, I would recommend that you write down the word Solheim. And I would like to know the 10 most populated countries using the letters in the word Solheim, so Solheim, that could represent Europe with the beginning letters in the word Solheim. Now, to avoid confusion, I'm going to remove from the list Ireland / the Republic of Ireland and any other country in the UK. So England, Scotland, Wales wouldn't be in it, obviously, because the W isn't in there. I'm not going to tell you how many countries fall into this category, but I will tell you that there are 5 tension answers here. But there is only a 4-point gap here. So
that's why it's like, how tactically do I go down? Because you don't want to risk going past 10, but then you don't want to get a 1-point answer.
Exactly. So, I mean, you've got to be looking at this that Sophie has a 4-point gap to make up. So then Hannah has to think of how safe she goes. And then Amy has the power by going first of plucking one of your answers from you completely.
I do.
Sophie seems a lot more awake than she was an hour ago as well. I think like the brain is ticking so much that it's woken her up a little bit.
She's now not going to go to sleep till 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Literally. Like buzzing wired all night.
Ask me more questions.
I've like going over all the answers in bed.
I have a few options. I'm going to say Sweden.
I think that would have been a popular answer, I think.
Yeah, that's one off the list.
Yeah, let me cross
I
that
kind of
off.
think it would be like in the middle somewhere.
I don't know how risky to go.
Very.
Risky.
I guess the thing is, you don't get anything for second place, do you? So, I'm like, if I'm not going to win, I may as well get minus points. And do you know what I mean?
This is the mentality of a professional golfer.
Minus points are generally more beneficial in golf than this particular quiz, though.
That is so true.
Anyway, we digress. Sorry, Sophie. It is your go to give
It's
an
okay.
answer.
It's giving me more time to try and... Okay, I'm going to go what I think is quite a basic answer, but hopefully it's right with Spain. That's going to be an aiming. It's going to be a 1-pointer, I think.
Whoa. Let's not
Well, it's
be
over
name
to you,
calling
Hannah. For the last question, you've got all the explanations you want to do. You can go for it here.
So I've got Switzerland and I've got Italy.
That was on my list.
I feel like that might be swaying it a little bit more for me.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I'm trying to beat you.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Italy.
So, top of the list with 59 million people in it for 1 point is Italy. So that is 1 point, Hannah.
I thought you
That
were
is the
going to say
1 point
Sweden.
answer.
Best not.
Second on the list with just over 47 million people in it is Spain, Sophie. So you get yourself 2 points. In third place with 10.6 million people is Sweden.
Oh,
So the top 3 have been said, which means your better answers would have been for 4 points, Hungary.
I had Hungary.
Great.
5 points was mentioned, Switzerland would get you 5 points.
Good answer, that.
6 points, Serbia.
Oh, yeah.
7 points, Slovakia. 8 points, Moldova would have got you 8 points.
Definitely not on my
9
list.
points, Lithuania would have got you 9 points. And your maximum 10 points
Contest now.
would have been Slovenia.
Oh.
Your 5 tension answers would have been Latvia,
I had Latvia.
Estonia, Luxembourg, Montenegro, and Malta. That means after 10 questions, we have a winner. And drum roll. So, working backwards in the bronze medal position with 18 points and
Thank you.
0 incorrect answers.
I think I had an incorrect answer, didn't I?
I'm going to recheck
Sam
that.
Queck.
You did,
yeah, you
yeah,
did.
Sam Queck. Sorry, yeah. To be fair,
Sorry, goody two shoes over here.
sorry, teacher. I definitely had a wrong
right.
answer. Yeah. No. Amy, you finished in the bronze medal position with 18 points.
Thank you so much.
In second place, in the silver medal position with 48 points is Sophie. Well done, Sophie. Which means our winner today with 51 points and 0 incorrect answers
Well
is Hannah.
deserved.
So well done, Hannah. Very well played. Did you guys enjoy the quiz?
That was fun.
That was a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
was
fun.
good.
Use my
It's
brain.
made me realise that I have some questionable knowledge, but
You were only 3 points off. I was going to say, you've done pretty well. Well, congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you
Hopefully
so
we'll see you again in the final.
I am now going to go and watch every quiz show possible.
you've got to win it for the girls' hand. Come on, you've got to represent us in the final.
Yeah, bring it home.
Well, there you have it. Congratulations to Hannah. She wins the 4th episode of this series of Tension, and hopefully we'll be seeing her in the final. Just a quick message to say again, thank you for all of your questions that you've been sending in, and also your kind messages. If you are wanting to get in contact or wanting to play the game, feel free to reach out. You can get hold of me at the email address of info@tension.com. That's tension with a 1 and a 0 instead of an I and an O. You can, of course, follow us on the socials, and you can find us at tension_game. That's on Instagram and TikTok. Again, tension with a 1 and a 0 instead of an I and an O. We are on a quest to get to 10,000 subscribers, so if you do like the content, please do like it, share it, and more importantly, subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you again soon.